Hey world, this lighting is not working. It is not working. It's very gloomy today. It's rainy, it's ugly, and the lighting is trash. I don't know. Like, it's very much trash. All right, whatever. So today, in this episode, we will be talking about the Clermont Twins. And someone on my last video was like, this reminds me of Hannah Baker from 13 Reasons Why. And then I was like literally hollering because I'm like, it's so true. Like, it's time for your tape. Clermont Twins, it's time for your tape. So, okay, here's my thoughts. I'm gonna insert, because everyone was like, insert pictures. So here's a picture of them from their season versus them now. They look very different. So I remember, I don't know what it was. Oh yeah, so there was like this viral thing going around, and it was like, they said that we were shaped like Android phones. And I remember thinking to myself when that was on Twitter, I was like, damn, I don't even talk about these bitches. Why are they talking about me for? And then at this point, I was like so used to people talking shit about the way I looked that my skin was like really tough and it didn't really bother me. But I did retweet it, I believe. I deleted all my old tweets, so I don't think you'll be able to find it unless you're like one of those Uber fans that has it in your phone somewhere. But I had retweeted and was like, well, that's nice, but our season got like 1 million more views than you. So, here, settle down, settle down. If you like Google us, it's kind of like, wow. I'm gonna be real with y'all, I didn't watch their season. The only season I really watched was mine and a couple of episodes of Julie's season. I did not and was not into Bad Girls Club like that. I was following a couple blog pages at the time, so I would like see the tea on everybody. So I wasn't like keeping up with them or their season. I remember just knowing that they had tweeted about my body shape, and I had tweeted talking shit back about ratings, and I was like, I don't care if I'm shaped like an Android, I brought more views than you. And other than that, like, I didn't have beef with them. However, my sister, on the other hand, had a multitude of beef with the Clermont Twins. I honestly, I can't tell you what started it. I don't know why. It just happened. Also, I have elf ears. I hate showing my ear, but I have elf ears, so you know what? We're gonna hide my elf ear right now because it's like a little intense. I ended up following them and they followed me, and we would comment on each other's posts, gas each other up. And you know what's funny? A lot of people talk shit about me and Danny and getting our bodies done and like praise the Clermont Twins for being natural and whatever. And then they went and got their bodies done and no one said shit. I'm not saying go and bash them, that's not what I'm saying, but it's just like, you can't talk shit to one group of twins and then it's not the same facts for the other group of twins. It just doesn't make any sense. Where you going? So they, to me, their looks have drastically changed since their season. I'm looking at the before and after, and to me it doesn't seem like the same people. However, their fashion has always been immaculate. So did it surprise me when they were walking in New York Fashion Week? Did it surprise me when they were modeling for these designer brands? No, because they've always, even from their season, been super fashionable. Hot designer this, designer that. I'm not a huge designer person. If someone wants to gift me that shit, cool. Am I gonna go buy it? Nah, probably not. I don't even really like wearing bags, but if someone gifts me a nice ass bag, I'm gonna rock the fuck out of that bag, you know what I'm saying? Did it surprise me? No. What I didn't like is I'm always the type to mind my fucking business. So like when they were doing their thing after Bad Girls Club, I would get like this array of hate. Like I would literally upload a picture of me and my kid. And this is when I used to post them. I don't really post them anymore. People are rude, don't know when to shut the fuck up when it comes to my kids. So I don't really post them anymore. I did, however, used to a lot. And I remember I posted up a picture of me and him. And maybe it made the Explore page, I don't know, because the picture did really well. And then an abundance of comments on that picture where, well, how does it feel to be a broke bitch next to the Clermont Twins? And how does it feel that they're runway models and you live in your mama's house? It was just like a bunch of shit. And I was like, why can't like they be doing their thing and I be doing mine? I never got it, and I never really engaged in it. And so at some point, amidst all of this, I started following them and they started following me, and we were like supporting each other, uplifting each other, because that's what I think women should do. I think that's what all bad girls should do. It shouldn't be like, hey, 20 years after Bad Girls Club, we're still gonna have beef because, you know, why? I think this was like a gang, literally like we were all members of a gang, and no one really understands what that gang was like and the initiation to get in and what it takes to get out. And I feel like if anything, we should be uplifting each other. So at some point that started happening with us. And then was it Shanae that got arrested? I don't know. Hold on, let me Google it because I don't want to fuck up. Sinead. I don't know why my sister and the Clermont Twins still had beef going on. There was like beef going on with the Clermont Twins, my sister and Jayla, and if I had a gun to my head right now and someone asked me what the beef was, I would not be able to answer because I have no fucking idea. So when it was announced all over the internet, it hit the tabloids, and it was breaking news, I repeat, breaking news, that she got arrested for stealing a dead man's money. I never said anything. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, when the news dropped, I was at home and I was like, yikes, like that's not a good look. But somehow a beef stirred up between my sister and the Clermont Twins, and the Clermont Twins' older sister, I believe. I don't know her name. And Danny was like ripping them to shreds, basically ripping Sinead to shreds for taking a dead man's money, for flaunting shit that they couldn't even actually afford. My sister was going all the way in, and that's when the Clermont Twins' sister stepped in and tried to like defend her sister and shit. And I kept out of it. I literally just called Danny on the phone and was like, why would you do that? She's probably stressed out enough. Like, it's like, who cares? She's like, fuck those, you know my sister, she don't give a fuck. She's like, fuck those bitches, blah blah blah. And they ended up unfollowing me because their older sister was following me too. So they ended up all unfollowing me just because I'm associated with Danny, obviously. And the beef, there was lines crossed during that beef. And so they probably just wanted nothing, absolutely nothing to do with something or someone that had to do with that. And which is understandable, that's fine. I mean, they pop up on my, I unfollowed back because like I tell ya, if someone don't want to follow me, I'm not going to follow back. It's not that serious. I would like to say, like, when this stuff happened, that she, like, got arrested, stole the suit's cards, spent $20,000 on bags and vacations, I was thinking to myself more of, like, wow, we're in a society where you really have to keep up with what famous people are doing. Like, you have to have this aesthetic that your life is, like, I travel all the time and I wear designer and I have X, Y, and Z. And it's like, I understand if she was in the situation where she was coming off of Bad Girls Club, they were already kind of dope with the way they dressed. So they had to like keep up with this image and this facade, that she got herself in a pickle. I don't think now, maybe this happened before they blew up because they really did take off really fat. Why am I getting like washed out right now? What the f? I think now they have their own bag and they can buy probably whatever the fuck they want, and they have designers literally using them for their fashion shows, for their clothes, for their products, whatever. But I do understand that if she was coming off a Bad Girls Club and she felt some type of way, like, oh, we have to be on this beach right now, or we have to take pictures in the sun and look like we're doing extra. I get it. Like, I get it. Social media is like so intense and people take it so seriously, so it would make sense if she felt pressured into living up to a certain lifestyle. And then, you know, everything that's bad comes to light, and it just came to light and shit hit the fan. And honestly, she's blessed that she only got a year, because you could go to jail for a very long time for that. And I feel like maybe, and she had an immaculate lawyer. Whose lawyer was it? It was she had, what's his name, that Mexican drug lord lawyer, what's his name? Why can't I think of his name? El Chapo, is that his name? I don't know, but she had like a really fucking good lawyer. You know, we all knew she wasn't gonna be in jail for 20 years. And then I was like reading comments when this happened, and people were so terrible that I was like, yeah, okay, it's shitty what she did. I don't agree with it. I do not condone it. I would not take a dead man's credit card. It wouldn't. But I don't agree with how people were like ripping her to shreds. Oh, you're canceled. I don't understand this whole canceled culture. Like, cancel culture does not work. If you got a fan base that fuck with you, you're always gonna be relevant. So motherfuckers that don't like you saying you're canceled is just like a joke to me. Like, all right, Johnny, like, we're canceled, Becky. Shut the fuck up. So I read the comments like when it was on the Shade Room and when the shit happened with my sister, and I was like, people are mean as fuck. Mean as fuck. So they do pop up on my Instagram Explore page all the time. And I follow the stylist that does their wigs because she did Danny's, and I FaceTimed her, and she seems like a really cool chick. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I think it was like Summer Walker or somebody uploaded the video of Sinead getting out of jail, and it was like super sweet. I actually got really teary-eyed because I personally couldn't imagine being without my sister for a year. Well, like I can, because we're not like in the same state and we don't see each other pose in pictures together every day. Their relationship's probably a little more intense than me and Danny's, but if Danny was like locked up and I couldn't like FaceTime her every day, because me and Danny FaceTime like 55 times a day, I honestly genuinely would be distraught. So like when I watched the video and saw it, I got like teary-eyed because I was like, this was such a cute embrace, and like, you know, like hopefully she learned her lesson and won't do that again. And I think they're to the point, like maybe this happened before they blew up on IG, because they blew up relatively quickly. So maybe that happened before she blew up, because I'm pretty sure they got their own bag now. Like, they model, they're successful. And honestly, there's like a shit ton of outfits on their IG, because they always pop on my Explore page that I would like to wear. Like, if I could afford it, I would wear it. It's not that I don't fuck with them. I understand why they had to unfollow me, and because of it, I unfollowed them back. And I honestly feel like if me and Danny and the Clermont Twins actually linked up, that would be like mind-blowing. Like, I just think everyone's minds would be blown. And hey, we all got our bodies done. We all got BBLs. I'm not tall. I can't really walk the runway, but I did try out for America's Next Top Model, and they said that if I was taller, I have a killer walk. So, you know, I feel like maybe you guys can give me like some fashion tips, like dress me for my IG. I don't know, have a girls' night, drink wine, tell me how jail was like. I don't know, I feel like it would be a good time. I mean, if I was in LA, I would link up with them and have a good time. I feel like it would be fun. So I don't have any ill feelings to the Clermont Twins. I think I said one beef to them like a long time ago, and it was because they were talking about my body, and I was like, I'm sorry, I was still shaped like an android. I did not get it from my mama and papa, okay? I had to go buy it, and then that shit got fucked up, so I had to go buy it again. I don't even know what it must have been like for her to be in jail for a whole year. So that alone is crazy. Like, I almost wish she would do a story time on YouTube and just tell everybody about it, because I know personally from being in quarantine, I am not built for a bid. I told you guys this. I am not built for a motherfucking bid. I feel like I'm in a bid right now that I can't leave my house and do shit. So imagine me in jail. I would never be okay. Like, ever. And then, like, can we talk about how she got out of jail and her wig was all the way snatched? Like, what kind of jail was she in that she had her wig laid? Because, like, maybe then I would be able to make it in jail. If I had, like, someone coming and blow drying and I was doing my nails and toes and stuff, I think I would be able to make it, because I don't like being around anyone anyway. So maybe, so like, what jail was she in? Was this like federal prison? Because she was like snatched, she was laid. I was like, what jail were you in? What? People make mistakes. I got arrested once. Well, technically I didn't get arrested. I had to turn myself in, and then I ended up turning myself in. If you guys want a story time on that, I'll do a story time on that, because that was a fucking joke. And to this day, my record is a sponge, but it's still there if someone wants to dig it up, until I pay $500, which I should really just go and pay it, but it's just like, Do I care? It was a fucking misdemeanor, which could have been a felony, but it wasn't my fault technically. So if you guys want a story time on that, I can do a story time on that, because I'm glad she's out. I'm glad they're reunited. With that being said, the Clermont Twins tape is coming to a close, and maybe in the future you'll see me with the Clermont Twins, or even me, Danny, and the Clermont Twins. Who knows? Probably not. I don't see that ever happening. Like, I definitely don't. Danny's mouth is crazy, so I don't really see that happening. But, and like I always say, be kind to each other, but especially yourself, because ain't nobody got you like you got you. But if you got a twin, be kind to your twin too, because she got you just as much as you got her, and you guys are basically one. And yeah, I'm gonna end the video now.